Hi, my name is Jennifer Bishop, and this is my project for EDCI 522. I teach French 1 through 5 to high school students, and this project is designed to be used with French 3 students at the end of their school year. It is a unit on Antoine de Saint-Exupéry's novel Le Petit Prince, or The Little Prince, and this lesson is designed around the novel. It is the first novel that the students will read. They have prepared previously in the last chapter of our textbook by reading fairy tales and short stories, and also looking at literary tenses. So this is our first official novel. The Little Prince is a very well-known French book. It's very popular in France, and it's one of the most often translated books, period. The story and the characters are seen all over. It's its own comic book. It has movies, live action, and cartoons. So it's something that's very well known in French culture. And the goal with this unit plan is for the students to be able to work with and read an authentic novel, be able to discuss what happens in the novel, what they learn from it, also their opinions, and how it applies to what we know of French culture and other works and articles that we've read. In general, for the lesson plans for this unit, it deals with Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The novel is actually going to be read at the same time that we continue to study from our regular French 3 textbook. For the most part, the reading selections will be handed out on Tuesdays, and I've got a calendar here that shows that. Almost every week they will get an assignment on Tuesday, and then the packet with the study guide and the reading help will be due on the following Tuesday. So here they actually get it on a Wednesday, but it will be due the following Tuesday. And on that Tuesday they will have a contrôle, or a quiz, on the previous chapters. And with whatever time is left during that school day, we'll begin discussion in class. And if we don't finish that day, we'll finish on Wednesday for the discussion. So you can see, starting with the beginning of April here, and then going into May with the quizzes, and finally the lost chapter, or the project that the students will be doing. And with this, their final project has a written component and an oral component, and also there are assessments done that are informal with just the discussions in class. And for those assessments, as I said, they have contrôle, or quizzes. This just explains the setup with the assessments, and especially it goes into detail about the final project. On down, I have a list of the assessments. Some of them are paper pencil. The paper pencil ones, I do have the file here so that you can see what a quiz might look like. They're not all like this, but they're similar with vocab. They also have the comprehension questions, and in fact, this is taken from the study guide packets that the students have had for a week. It says paper pencil here. They also have where 1 week I will just select the packet, and there are activities on Moodle. For the students, they will actually be using their classroom Moodle site. To get here, when you click on this link, when you sign in, it will ask you to sign in as a guest. You choose guest, and then the password is French 3, and you'll be able to see this website then. This is available to the students all year. And down at the bottom, this is what the students actually see with Le Petit Prince. I have their study guides up again. You'll also see contrôle, or the quiz. This is a quiz that they'll take toward the end of April, and it's all electronic. They have 50 minutes to take it, and it has to be done, this will be done outside of class. It has to be done before midnight. They get one try, and right now it's closed so the students can't see, but it involves multiple choice, and then it has the short answer comprehension. So that's just a little bit with the Moodle and what the students would actually be seeing. For the other assessments, Like I said, on Tuesdays and then mostly Wednesdays, we'll be having discussions in class. It'll be informal. The class is held in French, and students can ask questions. We go over the questions that they had from the reading with the comprehension, and we also will read chapters aloud from the book. On here, it does mention the final project. It's a comprehensive project. Everything on the explanation is in French because what the students are getting at this point is everything in French. The project will be due May 16th, and to do this project they are creating the lost chapter of The Little Prince. This can be based on a theme from the book that we've already studied. It could be based on, for example, in the story, the prince visits multiple planets. He's a little boy and he explores. It could be on visiting a new planet. But everyone is going to write 800 to 1,000 words. And they'll have the same basic format. They do have choices for the project. They can do a written chapter with a huge poster. They can do the written chapter and they could make the setup more like an actual picture book or just a reading book where they have the regular size pages for one picture and then it would have the reading with it. They can do a comic book or they can do a video. And with the video, this could be with people, or it could be that they do the drawings and then do the voiceover with it. However, for everyone, they have the same grade requirement. Their grade's 175. The written part is 100. The visual part is 25, and the oral part's 50. And for the oral part, except for those people doing the video because they already have recorded, they're actually going to record themselves using Audacity, reading their story, and then they'll turn it in the digital Dropbox on Moodle. And this information here with all of the grades info is actually also on the rubric, and the rubric is here listed too with the assessment. So this is something the students on Moodle have access to also. Then for homework, as I already went over, students are getting the work on Tuesday, which is the following Tuesday. Assignments are here, and again, I have the calendar just to kind of review with the due date. For the students, when they start the project, they actually go to the language lab, they prepare. The book deals a lot with childhood and adults and the differences between the two and the similarities. So they'll actually be brainstorming, picking out words in French that have to do with a theme they found before when we do the pre-reading, and they're going to create on Wordle. So here I've got an example with my words I picked and the pictures I came up with. Under reflections, this will be filled in later after I've had the peer review, same for implementation and changes. And here is the link to the peer review. You can come in and fill that out. Under resources, I tried to list anything that I used. I also gave information on Moodle, on the actual Moodle website, not just the high school, and on the packet that I used, it was created by a high school teacher. So there's the information that it is not my original packet. With technology here, I listed my resources. And then finally, I have some useful links. Some that my students could use and some that could be used for our class. Lastly, I have the standards. These are the standards that apply to the unit itself and also to what was done for this project. I have the net standards for both the teacher here and the student. And then the World Language Academic Standards. They're communication and culture. So it's interpretive communication, interpersonal communication, presentational, and then culture. And then I also have the P21 standards. And then that is my project for the class. Thank you for your time.